Both times?
Yes. My second husband, Gabe Ortiz, and I had eloped to Las Vegas, but were married in a second ceremony in this very church a little over 2 years ago. But especially when I was married here. Jack and I spent so much time here. My own reflection showed a 37-year-old woman in a round-collared peach dress, reddish-blonde hair pulled back in a French braid. I'd worn my hair up when I married Jack, in dancing curls that took a can of hairspray to hold in place. I am thinking about your grandpa. You still miss him. She ran a finger under one eye, uncomfortable with the mascara she was wearing. You know how I feel. He was my first love. I slipped my arm around her shoulder. The stiff lace tickled my palm. Remember standing in this room with me when I was getting ready to marry Jack? Daddy was so nervous. He still smoked then, and I think he had 10 cigarettes in 10 minutes. He reeked of tobacco when we walked down the aisle. I wrinkled my nose. We both laughed. I'd been 19, full of hope and excitement, bubbling over with youthful arrogance. Now I can look back and savor those carefree times, as brief as they seemed now. Perhaps we're given those perfect moments to sustain us through the hard times that inevitably come as we maneuver through this life on Earth. Your daddy is pacing outside the door right now, she said. He told me last night that he hopes all the women in his life are settled for a while, that he was tired of all the romantic intrigue. I grinned at her in the gray-tinted mirror. Part of my smile was hidden by a clover-shaped dark spot in the silver. He needs some romantic intrigue of his own. It would be hard to imagine my father in love. He'd been widowed himself for over 30 years. A soft snort came from her pale pink lips. I'll leave that to you. From behind the wall, we could hear the muffled sound of organ music. The door to the sanctuary opened, and Mackenzie Mac Reed, our minister, walked in. His 6'4" ex-football player figure seemed to fill the warm room. How are we doing, ladies? He asked, grinning widely from behind his bushy chestnut beard. 43 and a widower himself, he was thrilled that Dove had found someone after all these years. Means there's hope for me, he told us at the rehearsal dinner last night. How much time does she have left before walking the plank? I asked, grinning back. He glanced at his black sports watch. 5 minutes. Looks like everyone's here. He took both of Dove's hands in his massive ones and gazed down at her with his gentle pewter gray eyes. Sister Ramsey, are you ready? There was a small moment of hesitation, then a strong, as ready as I'll ever be, Brother Mac. Then I'll see you out there. After he left, I grabbed her hand. I'm so happy for you. It's about time you had someone of your own. Her eyes grew misty. Maybe this isn't the right thing. Time is so short. One of us will have to survive being widowed again. Isaac has lost 3 wives to death. I've lost your grandpa. I don't know if I want to go through that again. Her normally booming voice was low and afraid. It was a voice that had soothed me and scolded me, threatened me and praised me throughout my life. I don't know if I can. I paused a moment before answering, wanting to comfort her, wanting to help her through this dilemma as she had helped me through so many sad and difficult times in my 37 years. She'd essentially been my mother since I was 6 years old, and my own mother died of cancer. Without hesitation or complaint, she'd uprooted her whole life in Arkansas and moved to the Central Coast of California to help Daddy raise me, as well as run the Ramsey Ranch. She deserved this happiness. I held her cold hand tightly, trying to transfer my hand's warmth to hers. Remember when Jack was killed, and so many people were telling me that I was young, that I could still find someone, that my life wasn't over, that I shouldn't give up? She clucked under her breath. People never just say they're sorry. Always got to be given advice. Remember when I finally